Hey, my friends, today we are bringing some joy to our souls by doodling some very pretty flowers, which are great for adding to your journals, sketchbooks, and beyond. So let's get started. We start with the very simple daisy. Begin by drawing a semicircular center and long oval petals around it. Fill the center with lots of little dots. We're drawing the flower as if we're looking at it from a side, a little stalk and a few leaves to complete the look. Next, roses. I'm doing these little curves that spiral out from the center. Keep doing layers of these curves until you're happy with the size of the flower. Maybe a little bud next to it as well, for which I'm doing like a little spiral and a U-shaped curve under it. Some 2D leaves and a few thorns, and there's our roses. How about some poppies? Start with a circular dotty center and do these large oval-shaped petals around it. I'm wriggling my pen as I do these petals, maybe a bit of line shading as well, and our poppies are starting to take shape. Dandelions next. Very simple. From a center point, we are doing these lines pointing in all different directions to create the seed head and little spikes at the end of the lines. Some of the seeds could be floating about, and that gives it a nice and fun look. Let's do lavenders. I start with two longish stalks, and I'm using a pencil to draw these ovals, which we'll use as a guide to draw these rows of tiny little ovals. Fill up the entire oval, and the lavenders start to take a nice shape. Lavenders look good with thin grassy leaves around them, so you could draw a few of those around as well. Another easy flower to doodle is the tulip. Comes together with an egg-shaped petal in the middle and two little petals peeking out from either side. You could also do like a long leaf next to it and maybe another bud, which is just one little teardrop shape or an egg shape, and that's it, our tulips. Next, we're drawing some bluebells. Draw a stem that droops to one side, add a few drooping branches and some little bell-shaped flowers at the tip of each branch, and maybe some long leaves, and that's it. Let's try sunflowers. I'm starting with some pencil guidelines for the center and the area the petals will cover. Then we go in with our pen to add these tiny dots to the center and lots of pointed leaves around it. I'm keeping the leaves at the bottom a little shorter than the ones at the top. And sunflowers look good with nice toothy leaves around it. So draw maybe one or two of those, and that's it. Another fun flower to draw is the hydrangea. Start with a circular pencil guideline and fill it in with lots of tiny little star-shaped flowers. Then add a stem and some leaves, and that's our hydrangea. we're on to our final three flowers, and for these I'm using some markers to create little square shaped backgrounds almost like a wash, and we'll doodle our flowers onto those colored areas. We'll start with some rose hips, which are little ovals with some spikes on the tops. A hibiscus next with some large oval petals with some line shading in this stamen area to show that the petals are receding into the center, sort of. And our final flower, my friends, are tiny little star-shaped jasmines that are so simple yet always look so pretty. There, my friends, our 12 pretty little flower doodles. It's always such a joy doodling these flowers. I hope you do give them a try. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.